One of the biggest things that I've learned this year, 10 years into my personal development journey, is the importance of action and application over education. See, I can't even tell you how many books on personal development having to do with productivity, time management, mindset, all these things, anywhere from how to win friends and influence people from Dale Carnegie, all the way up until most recently, The Compound Effect from Darren Hardy. What I've always done, and this is, I realize has been a big mistake of mine, is that I've just been consuming, trying to soak in all this knowledge, like addicted to reading these books because it makes me feel good. I get motivated and inspired, like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. But then really what it should have been is, and what I'm focusing on now, is reading one book at a time and then kind of sitting with it and reflecting and implementing kind of what I learned from it and the teachings, basically. And so far it's been night and day difference compared to what I had been doing in the past, where I'll just read a book onto the next one, read a book onto the next one. It's you miss so much by not taking action and implementing what you learned, because you're not getting any real world experience from it. You're not getting no repetition from it, which is where you get most of the growth, is by implementing and getting feedback from it, and then learning how to adjust and go from there. My daughter is not having it right now. Newborn, she's 5 weeks. And so and kind of a big reason why, like, I had this realization was because now, with a newborn in the house and with my wife, like, I don't have a lot of time to really waste on anything like that. Any spare time that I have is like all going towards my personal development and me becoming better and making myself better. And so this is kind of part of the realization that I had, is not having like, I almost had like too much time before, because I am self-employed, I own my own business, and I can kind of do whatever I want with my schedule. And now I'm starting to realize and learn that having structure and implementing and taking action on things is super important and way more beneficial than the hundreds of books that I've read. It really should have just been able to read one book or two books or a handful of books and then just sail off from there. And so that's really what I'm working on now, is just sitting with the knowledge and information and doing a lot more reflecting. And this only just started happening recently, like about 2 months ago, when I started journaling, because again, I've always been addicted to, I have an addictive personality. I've always been addicted to consuming the knowledge, consuming, even though I thought I was being productive by reading all these books and gaining all these knowledge. But the more I read and the more I realize, like, that it all comes down to the implementation of the teachings and of the lessons, which is something, as a coach, you think I would have realized a long time ago, because I know from my own fitness journey and from coaching others that the ones that get the results are the ones that do the work and do the reps and stay consistent over time. And so it's not enough for them just to read their workout plan that I give them, or for me to read the workout program that I got, but it's to do the work, and that's where the results come in. So application over education. It's good to learn and to always be learning and keep a growth mindset, but it's not good to not take actions on it. You're doing yourself a disservice.